I was faced with a problem when making this video. How do I make a video about tree stand hunting interesting? Because for the most part, hunting from a tree stand is mostly just sitting around while nothing happens. So I figured the best thing to do would be to show the whole process from start to finish, from spot selection to setup and of course the hunt. So this was my spot that I've chosen for the stand. The area had already been receiving plenty of attention from the local pig population, along with a perfectly placed tree overlooking the area. So with the area decided on, it was time to get to work baiting it. The first step was to dig a bunch of holes. It may seem strange, but I'll explain why in a minute. The next step is to mix maize, molasses, raspberry jelly, raspberry cordial, but not sugar free, believe me, it matters. And finally, raspberry fizzy drink, but once again, not sugar free. Then find yourself a good stick and mix it all up. Right, now remember those holes? So what you want to do is you want to make layers, starting with bait, then pack the dirt tightly down, and then bait, and then dirt again, and keep going like that, so that they really have to dig for the bait. The idea is you want to make it difficult for the pigs to get at the bait, so therefore it lasts longer and they keep coming around. And to finish off, just spread the bait around the area so that there's a nice strong smell for the pigs to follow. Then set up your game cameras with a good view of the feed out area. I'm using 2 so that I have a view of every direction the pigs could come from. The same night that I put the first feed out, in comes this nice boar. And 3 days later, this young mob of 3 boars and 2 sows appeared, and kept appearing. This is what I want to keep seeing. The pigs have been going wild, digging up everything I've been burying. Right, so time to hang this stand up in this tree. But first, clear some branches. After that, it was a matter of feeding out and checking the cams weekly to try and get a pattern on the pigs' movements. So here's the feed out spot. And there's the tree stand up there. I think it's a nice spot. A lot of backdrop, keep me nice and camouflaged. Hide my movement while I shoot down. The area seemed to get more attention with each passing week, with the older boar, the young mob, a goat, and even a spiker red showing up on the cams. Right, so I'm out here for hopefully the last feed out before I sit on my pig spot on Saturday morning. It's Thursday afternoon now, so to give the pigs a good feed of all the goodies I've been giving them. And yeah, hopefully they come in early on Saturday morning, so I'm not sitting too long. Yeah, he's hoping that the cards look good to make the sit worthwhile. So it's 4:10 and we'll get up and we're gonna head off down to the stand. The sun's not supposed to rise till 7:12, but that means it'll be getting light about 6:30, so if I can be in the stand before 6 it'll be good. So here I am, it's 5:35, so I've still got an hour before the sun gets light. About a 15-minute walk to the stand, so just got to put on my makeup and then I'll get going. Right, good to go. With not a lot happening, I thought I'd give you a look at my cozy little spot. I think next time I might try an afternoon sit in that spot, see if I do any better that way, because so far these early morning sits just haven't been proving very fruitful, so I might go the other end of the day and see if that does something. There's a theory I've sort of just developed. I don't know how well it's going to ring true, but we'll see. But the pigs will probably have been sleeping all day, so you know they'll be hungry come afternoon, and it might get them into the spot a bit better than the early morning when they could have been cruising all night, you know. After 5 sits of nothing, then suddenly it was go time. After all the chaos had settled, another boar stuck around. but then quickly departed. Right, so I'm down out of my tree, given it a little bit of time because the arrow had a little bit high. Now I'm going to go down, get the arrow, check out the blood, and probably start tracking my pig. So this is really good looking blood, so the pig shouldn't be too far away. Right, so I found some blood. This is what I want to see. Starting to get a lot of blood now. Look at the spray everywhere. He's not going to be far away. So I've been tracking the blood trail for ages. It's petering out, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. It could mean that he's running out of blood, and so he could be dead here, not too far away. Or it could be that it's clotted and he's long gone and going to survive, which both would be good. Last thing I want him to suffer. So I'm just going to go back to the last place I found blood and see if I can find some more. Sometimes you're looking for a speck this big. I've been on my hands and knees, and that's the first speck I've found since I came back looking for blood again. It's not much, but it's progress. So I'm losing light. I'm starting to think I'm not going to find him, which breaks my heart. But I'm going to keep looking till I don't have enough light left. Hopefully I can find him. This is one of those situations where never be afraid to ask for help. So I've jumped on the phone, called up my old man to get him to come up and give me a hand. Two eyes are probably better than, two sets of eyes are probably better than one set of eyes. So yeah, hopefully we can find it. So yeah, we've called it for tonight. We're just picking up a spot on the blood trail to start from in the morning. We're thinking maybe another animal's run through his blood, and that's why it's getting less and less and less as it's just sort of rubbing off them. And he's actually dead not far from where I found he'd bedded down. So yeah, that's where our starting point's going to be in the morning. So we're heading off in search of my pig again this morning. Got Rachel and Dad helping me. We've got the two dogs as well to see if they can pick up the scent of him and find him that way. We're having a bit of a tough time because Lexi's not a hunting dog. I was just hoping the instincts would be enough to track it, but she was motoring along the blood trail, and then we seem to have just been scrub bashing, following game trails, but I don't know if they're particularly recent, but we're trying hard. I suppose I can't really ask for much more than that of her. But yeah, we'll just keep looking. So it looks like we're going to have to call off the search. The dogs can't seem to find it, which is unfortunate. Really would have liked to find it. But yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. So,